Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's swell to say, good morning, USA. Good morning, USA.
Today's video, I am honoring one of the greatest and funniest animated adult shows of all time, American Dad. Why not, since it has been 20 years since the show's existence. The show is created by Seth MacFarlane, Mike Barker, and Matt Weitzman. The series premiered on February 6, 2005 after the Super Bowl between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots on Fox. It ran on Fox from February 6, 2005 until September 21st, 2014. The show centers around the Smiths, who are a dysfunctional family. The show was conceived by MacFarlane and Weitzman after the two were inspired by a 2000 U.S. presidential election. Fox then ordered a pilot presentation of the series in September of 2003. Let's take a look at our main characters. Stan Anita Smith. Yes, his middle name is Anita. That's funny. Yeah, just like legendary singer Anita Baker. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Stan has worked for the CIA since the 1980s. His role as an agent includes the interrogation of possible terrorists, and he is always on alert for terrorist activity at his job and in his own home life. Even though Stan is a loving father and husband for the most part, he often causes problems within the home. Stan can be hypocritical, but at times will realize his selfishness and hypocrisy. He is also not very bright, not Peter Griffin retarded. I think he's a bit smarter than Peter, but he does have his dumbass moments. He is voiced by the one and only Seth MacFarlane. Next we have is Stan's hot piece of ass, blonde bombshell of a wife, Francine Smith. Francine's birth parents are Nicholas and Cassandra Dawson, so Francine's maiden name is Dawson. Her parents abandoned her at an early age since they did not give up their first class plane ticket due to children at the time were not allowed to be in first class. Well, that's effed up. That's why they gave her up? For a first class plane ticket? And children are not allowed? I can't believe Francine's parents did that. What the hell? That's your daughter. She ended up in an orphanage until she was adopted by a Chinese couple, and now her step-parents, Mama and Baba Ling. She also has an adoptive sister named Gwen, who Stan finds hot, which I don't blame him. She is. Francine is a sexy housewife who mainly wears a sexy pink dress and matching pink heels, also wearing pink lipstick that complements her outfit. So that's pink lipstick? This whole time I thought it was red lipstick. Either way, Francine has some sexy, luscious lips that I would love to kiss the hell out of. She is a stereotypical trophy wife who loves her position. She is also one of, if not arguably, the hottest cartoon mom of all time. Some may say she's even hotter than Lois Griffin. I would have to say that Francine is hotter than Lois, even though Lois is hot and she has a nice body, luscious lips, and is a redhead. I love me some redheads. But Francine just really oozes sex appeal. Those big juicy lips, that sexy voice, sexy body. She even has some killer abs in the One Woman's Swole episode. Those abs are goals. You know Stan loved it.
Boner from body. Body give boner. Beautiful body give baby boner. Oh, mommy!
Francine is also funny, has a great personality, and a killer and badass attitude. That's what really gives her sex appeal and her true sexiness as well. She is voiced by another hottie herself, Wendy Shaw. Haley Dream Smasher Smith Fisher. Yeah, her middle name is Dream Smasher. Really? I can't believe they gave her the middle name Dream Smasher. What the heck? I mean, that is bad as when Peter added Megatron to Meg's birth certificate when she was born in that one Family Guy cutaway gag in that one Family Guy episode. Like, really? Megatron. Grow up, Peter. That's wrong to give Haley that middle name. Anyways, Haley is an ultra-liberal 19-year-old hippie who loves her marijuana and occasionally drinks alcohol, despite not being 21 and up. Despite her views, her and Stan's personalities are quite similar, as she would attack people for their practices or beliefs. But she was hypocritical. She has been known to be a vegetarian until the Camp Refugi episode where she eats meat. She is voiced by the one and only lovely Rachel McFarlane, Seth MacFarlane's sister, obviously. Stephen Anita Smith. So his middle name is Anita too. Because you even hear in the episodes Stan confronting Steve, and he'll say his name and middle name, Stephen Anita. Mainly known as Steve for short. No, not Steve Smith, who played in the NBA, not the former basketball player. No, not this Steve Smith that played in the NFL. No, the Steve Smith of American Dad. Yes, him. My goodness, what are we doing here? Is a bit of a social outcast, but has 3 friends. At the beginning of the series, Steve considered himself the height of coolness, but in time, Steve has come to acceptance of him being a geek. He also has anger issues, also emotionally sensitive, and cries when he is upset. Steve loves playing Dungeons and Dragons and online gaming. Not to mention, he is one hell of a singer. I mean, he's got like a Michael Jackson type of feel to it when he sings. Go on, Steve. Steve is voiced by Scott Grimes, who is also a singer. Roger Smith, a gray space alien who is sarcastic, self-centered, alcoholic, who dresses up in a variety of male and female personas. He can be childish, having tantrums, and loves pulling pranks. Roger can also be petty, spiteful, greedy, and cruel. Despite his faults, Roger cares for the Smith family. Did I also mention that he can be a dangerous psychopath too? Yeah. Roger, I love you, but you might want to cool down being the whole psychopath crap. Come on, dude. Lastly, Klaus Heisler. He was formerly an East German Olympic ski jumper until his brainwaves were switched with a goldfish in the 1986 Winter Olympics by the CIA to prevent him from winning the gold medal. Klaus's human body was headed for a nearby stream and was later found frozen. Klaus ended up living with the Smiths when the CIA ordered Stan to have him pose as their pet. As someone has done him wrong, he gets annoyed and vows to get revenge. There is a recurring joke of the series that Klaus's dark behavior is due to him being German. Klaus is voiced by D. Bradley Baker. Roger is also voiced by Seth MacFarlane. Then there are the recurring characters, Jeff Fisher, Haley's husband, a dumb blonde stereotype stoner who is easygoing and nice. A bit too nice, I would say, since he wants people to be happy and doesn't like it when people get angry. And I understand that. I mean, who the hell wants to be hated? Of course you want people to be happy with you and you don't want to upset them. Jeff saying that reminds me of George of Seinfeld when he wants to be liked. But Jeff needs to realize that some people just aren't going to like you. I mean, and it's not your fault. So as long as you know it's not your fault, you really shouldn't let that get to you. Just know that there are some people that do actually like you and care about you. But despite all that, Jeff is a good dude. He really is nice and easygoing, and that dude funny as hell. And just like Haley, he loves his marijuana. He is voiced by, himself? Yeah, the guy that provides the voice of Jeff, his name is Jeff. And he has the same last name. Fun fact, Jeff is based on Seth MacFarlane's friend, Jeff Fisher. Isn't that something? So Seth MacFarlane got a buddy who provides the voice of, that's pretty cool. Props to Seth for having his friend be the voice of a character of the show that shares the same name as his friend. Then there are other characters such as Snot, Barry, and Toshi, Steve's friends, Principal Lewis, the principal at Steve's school, Avery Bullock, Stan's boss, and he's the voice of the legendary Patrick Stewart. And I'm pretty sure Bullock is based off of Patrick Stewart anyways. Then they brought in other characters later on in the series, such as Rogu, Roger's son, Al Tuttle, and Billy. I love Billy. Billy's funny as hell. Especially the way he talks and walks. But especially when he talks, he sounds like a combination of a goat and an alien. Take me to your leader. You're not gonna impress her with that. My name is Billy. Bye. Imagine if he talked like that. You see what I mean? And no wonder his name is Billy, because he sounds like a goat as well. Billy had me cracking up. You guys like my Billy impression? I thought it was spot on. Oh, yeah. I do that to anyone. Oh, great to have Billy on the show. Him and Al Tuttle and Rogu. American Dad moved to TBS for the 12th season on October 20th, 2014. American Dad left Fox due to not getting any support from the network despite having a big fan base. The show's final season on Fox was season 11, only airing 3 episodes. That's American Dad's only shortest season ever. It was probably due to the fact that they probably had no idea that Fox was going to get rid of them. So I guess that would pretty much explains why they only had 3 episodes and then they just moved on to TBS. I can't believe Fox got rid of them despite the show having a big fan base. What the heck, Fox? After being on TBS from October 20th, 2014 until March 24th of this year, American Dad has returned to Fox, where it belongs, and should have never left. The show to this day, 20 years later, is still entertaining and funny. And I am so glad that American Dad is back on Fox. It's going to be back on Animation Domination with Family Guy and Bob's Burgers and The Simpsons. And all those shows were once a part of Animation Domination. So I'm glad that Fox came to its senses and realized that they made a mistake getting rid of American Dad and bringing it back. I wish they would have done the same thing with King of the Hill. It would have been nice for Fox to bring back King of the Hill. What the hell, Fox? King of the Hill put you on the map and you didn't bother bringing them back? F you. And I'm surprised they didn't try to bring back Futurama, since Futurama's back for the 3rd time. But no, Futurama ends up going to Hulu. What the hell, Fox? You still doing Futurama dirty? F you, Fox. What's wrong with you? Get it together! Anyways, the show is also known for its awesome theme song, where Stan sings the theme song. And I gotta tell you, it's definitely an inspirational and awesome theme song for the show. But around season 4, the theme song was still the same, but towards the end of the theme song, as Stan is driving on his way to work, Roger comes out of nowhere and sings the part, "Good morning, USA!" And then Stan angrily pushes Roger's head down because apparently he didn't like the fact that Roger interrupted his singing. Now, which theme song do you think is better? The season 1 through 3 theme song without Roger, or the season 4 theme song and onward with Roger? I mean, both are great, and I can see why they added Roger into the mix because, in a way, it is quite fitting. But it's nothing like hearing Stan sing the entire theme song by himself, especially the part where he does some backflips to his car as he's about to drive off. Okay, him doing backflips to his car is badass. Is that not? That was awesome. But I just love Stan singing the theme song by himself the most. I mean, he has a great singing voice. And props to Seth for killing it. Not to mention, this show has broke the 4th wall when it comes to its theme song. There was the one episode where Stan crashes into a pole in front of the CIA building and the police confronts him. Then all of a sudden you see Roger running past him in a cat suit, and then Stan asks the one police officer, "What about him?" And then the police officer just replies back saying, "Sir, that's a cat." Ooh, that was funny. Then there was the one episode where Stan is on his way to work, and then all of a sudden he notices Roger riding as he's on his way to university, where the persona is a professor, and he tells Stan that he can't join him today in the theme song. Then in the A Little Extra Scratch episode, the theme song begins, but Stan is seen laying down in bed looking all depressed, where it appears that he's looking at the ceiling, so he's pretty much staring into space. I mean, the man looks depressed, his hair has turned gray, and he's got a 5 o'clock shadow going on. I mean, I was laughing my ass off seeing him depressed in his bed, not moving around as the theme song is playing. And then I really lost it when they showed Francine, Steve, Haley, and and Klaus waiting on him. And then Francine says, "I don't think he's coming down." Oh, gee, Francine, you think? Of course he's not coming down. He would have been down here by now. and then they show Roger waiting for Stan in the car in the garage. And Roger's like, "Where the hell is this guy? I got shit to do." So Stan is on Roger's time. What the hell, Stan? Oh, and then there was the Clearview Motel episode from season 21. It's the episode where Francine feels shut out by her own family. Well, there was the theme song, and you usually see Francine, but instead of Francine, it's Rogu dressed as Francine. And Stan actually goes along with it. But then you can tell as he's leaving the house and he's going to his car, you see his eyes squinting, and he got that look like, wait, Something doesn't feel right. I don't think that was Francine. Francine's not that short. It was funny when Stan realized that, I don't think that was Francine. And then all of a sudden you see Francine standing. And then Stan asked her, was she outside all night? And she was. So then you see Roger, he in the car waiting for Stan. He got makeup on, got a wig, and he's all dressed up, feminine like a woman. And as Stan apologizes, Francine just loses it. She gets upset and just tells Stan to get the F out of here. Man, that was so funny. Props to American Dad for breaking the fourth wall with their theme song. It's so funny and very creative. Or how about the episode where Stan is devastated about the Johnny 50's diner coming to an end? And as the theme song is being played, Stan quickly tells the band to stop the music as he's not in the mood for the theme song to be played.
No, stop the music! Not today, big brass band.
Shut up! You okay up there, Mr. Smith?
Johnny 50's is going under. It's bad news. Or, to put it in terms you'll understand, bad music.
Well, if you love the place so much, maybe you could give them a loan.
I just don't know where I'd find the money. Anyway, you and the boys take the rest of the week off. Fully paid, of course.
American Dad continues to keep getting funnier and funnier and better with age. And I like it. One of the greatest adult animated shows, not just of the 2000s era, but all time. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. And tune in for more new episodes and a new season of American Dad as they return to Fox next year in 2026. They still should be a part of that animation domination lineup this coming fall, along with Family Guy with The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers. Curse you, Fox! Anyways, that's it. See you later. Happy 20 years, American Dad.